And if you can look into your email box, you'd have to admit that there are some organizations and some companies that you do not hit the unsubscribe button. Why? Well, because we know that when the right offer comes along, we'll be ready to act. That's the power of regular engagement. That's the power of staying consistently relevant to your audience.
Want to transform your business into a brand that truly shines? Well, you're in the right place. My name is Summer Vega, and I am thrilled to have you here. With over 25 years of experience from leading communications teams to building my business from scratch, I've seen it all: setbacks, success, and everything in between. And guess what? I'm here to spill the beans on what it truly takes to build and sustain a brilliant brand. So whether you're just starting out or looking to revamp your existing brand, you'll find golden nuggets of wisdom right here. We'll dive deep into strategies, mindset shifts, and nitty-gritty details that make brands extraordinary. Stick around, because Brilliant Brands Academy is where we believe that every entrepreneur has the potential to create something truly exceptional. And together, we'll turn that potential into reality. So hit the subscribe button and let's get started on this exciting journey to brand brilliance.
Today's episode is all about one of the most powerful assets your business can have, and that's your contact list. Whether you're just starting out or have been in business for a while, building and nurturing a list of contacts is key to success. First, let's talk about why. Why building a contact list is essential for your business. Well, when you create a list of contacts, whether it's email for email marketing or phone numbers for text message marketing or any other method, you gain ownership of your audience. Unlike social media platforms, which can go down anytime or even delete your account without warning, your email list is something that you control. A couple of years ago, I recall a major social media platform experiencing a significant outage. And businesses that solely relied on that social media platform to reach their customers were suddenly cut off from their audience. Now imagine there are accounts that have tens of thousands of followers, and they lost access to those individuals just instantly. But those who took their followers from social media and started building contact lists, well, those individuals were able to do business as usual. And this taught us a valuable lesson. And that lesson, listen very carefully, is that social media is rented space, but your contact list is owned property. Now, did you know that 78% of marketers have seen an increase in email engagement over the last 12 months? Despite the rise of new communication platforms, emails remains a tried and true method for reaching your audience directly. By building a contact list, you're ensuring that no matter what happens to social media, you'll always have access to your leads and can always do business. Now, once you start building your contact list, it's just not enough to just have them. I mean, granted, it's better than nothing, but what do you do with those individuals' contacts? Well, you need to nurture them. You need to nurture the list. This is where the magic happens. This is where you build trust and credibility by nurturing your list with regular, thoughtful communication. You see, these individuals who are on your list have already opted in. They have taken a step to say that they do, in fact, want to hear from you. They do, in fact, want to learn more about you. They want to learn more about your products, and they are interested in what you have to say. So why not make it worth their while? Some people may be concerned that, oh, I don't want to send too many emails because then it will be kind of spammy and look like I'm I'm overdoing it or I'm bugging them. But I want you to think about something. Think about the brands that you follow closely. I mean, I personally subscribe to a few clothing lines and get emails from them on a consistent basis. And while I don't jump at every single sale, I do admit that I also don't unsubscribe to them either. And if you can look into your email box, you'd have to admit that there are some organizations and some companies that you do not hit the unsubscribe button. Why? Well, because we know that when the right offer comes along, we'll be ready to act. That's the power of regular engagement. That's the power of staying consistently relevant to your audience. Businesses that send regular emails actually see a 50% more engagement than those that don't. Consistency in communications helps keep your brand top of mind for your audience. Now, I will caution you on this. I recommend that you follow what I like to call the 80-20 rule. 80% of your email should be focused on delivering value, whether it's educational content, whether it's tips, or even free resources. The remaining 20% can be sales focused that promotes your brand and promotes your services. You want to focus on value. More value shows your customers or your leads that you actually care about them and you want to solve their problems. It also builds that credibility that you are an expert in your industry. For instance, I've seen scenarios where individuals have written amazing books, but have seen hard times selling those books. Those books end up staying in a box, in a closet, somewhere in their home, and they almost feel like they're begging their friends, their families, and other individuals to buy those books from them. When I stopped and thought about why this is happening, because I've seen it several times, I came to the conclusion that it is because they did not build a list and nurture a following, thus providing their expertise, allowing people to realize they can know, like, and trust them. They didn't nurture a list before they published their book. So therefore, their book just kind of sat there. Now, on the contrary, I've seen individuals wait several years before publishing their books. And in those years, they have built their business. They have grown it. They have become an influencer in the industry. They have rolled out a lot of free, valuable content. They have nurtured every single one of their target audiences that they have come in contact with. They have built a list of their target audience in a way that once they wrote their book and published it, people were anticipating it and couldn't wait to purchase it. And those books shot up to become New York Times bestsellers or top of the Amazon seller list. So you see, this is a crucial tool that some businesses neglect to realize. This is something that you have to decide that you're gonna do. And you have to put your time and your efforts in it because it will have long-term value in the future. Studies show that customers are 40% more likely to buy from a brand they feel connected to. That connection is built over time through consistent, value-driven engagement. Now, I recommend that you take it one step further. So first we talked about the importance of building a list. Next, we talked about nurturing that list. And then the next step is to segment your list. You may do this based on how they've connected with you. You can do this based on their interests, or even on their stage in the customer journey or the customer funnel. That way, when you send your email messages to them, those messages can be targeted to segmented audiences within your overarching contact list. And what this does, it increases engagement and it increases conversion. One segmented list that is so important is your list of new subscribers. So your new subscribers should automatically go into an automation or a series of email messages tailored to them. These are messages that you send from day one, the moment they subscribe to your service. They get a welcome. And then after that, there are succinct, strategic messages that are sent several days over several times so that you are nurturing them as new leads from the very beginning. If you haven't started building your list yet, don't worry, it's never too late. And here are a few ways to get started. Number one, you'll want to create lead magnets. That's offering free resources such as an ebook or a discount in exchange for their email address. So this means that you have to be signed up for an email marketing platform where you can create landing pages and sign up forms specifically for these free resources. Number two, networking events. So instead of just going to an event, collecting a whole bunch of business cards, going back to the office and just sitting them down somewhere in a corner where you'll forget about them, I encourage you to immediately take those lists of cards and those contacts and enter them into your email marketing list. Now, before you do that, you do have to let them know when you meet them that you will love to stay in touch with them by adding them to your list. And of course, most people, they're going to say, okay, great. I love to hear from you. Simple as that. And number three is an obvious one, social media. Come on, social media is still a powerful platform, even though you don't own the followers. A great way to grab those followers and get them into your list is to include, obviously, your email sign up sheet in your bio. But one thing that I particularly like to do, I like to offer my free resources from my lead magnets to my social media audience and have them comment a certain word. And once they comment the certain word, I will send the free resource link to their inbox. Now, this link is not straight to the free resource. This link is to a sign up page where, just like I mentioned earlier with lead magnets, where they give you their email address and then boom, automatically in an automation, the free resource is sent directly to their inbox. Now, you could do that one by one per comment, or you can use one of the popular apps that are out there that will respond automatically to your comments into your DMs on social media. An app that I like to use is ManyChats. That way I can make a posting, create an automation in ManyChats, and the leads are coming whether I'm on social media or not. ManyChats will send the link to the audience directly into their DMs. And they'll do it in a way where it seems personalized so that it's not like it's a canned message every single time. It's very powerful. Companies that excel at lead nurturing generate 50% more sales ready leads at a 33% lower cost. Let that sink in. I'm going to say it one more time. Companies that excel at lead nurturing generate 50% more sales ready leads at 33% lower cost. It's a no-brainer. you've got to nurture your leads. To wrap it up, remember that building and nurturing your contact list is one of the most important things you can do for your business. Not only does it give you direct access to your audience, but it also helps you build long-term relationships that translate into sales without the need to beg for purchases. You can start building your list today, but I'm not going to leave you high and dry because I know this is a lot of information and for some it might seem overwhelming. So I've created a free tool to help you get started with ideas for growing your list. You can download it at pocketpr.net/list building. That's pocketpr.net/list building. I'm also going to post it in the episode notes as well. I hope you learned something new today and that you have actionable items that you can use to build the business of your dreams. And please don't forget, go ahead and subscribe to this podcast for more valuable business and branding tips. I will have a new episode every single Tuesday, curated just for you, entrepreneurs and business leaders. Thanks for joining, and